This is the Thayer Podcast for Thursday, February 29th, 2024. A few weeks back, we started this series about the beginning, the first words in the Bible, in an effort to find some interesting ways to look at our creation. Some 13.8 billion years ago, God decided to make something out of nothing, so he created the heaven and the earth. And the earth was without form and void, it says in Genesis 1:1. This abrupt start is where many beginning Bible readers are turned away and left totally befuddled. Well, our Creator managed to get things organized so folks could begin to understand what was actually happening. And God said, "Let there be light." And wonder of wonders, there was light. It says so right there on the first page. Man, what a heck of a thing, you know. God was pretty impressed with himself when he saw the light, and it was good. And it's written right there that he decided to call the light day, and the darkness he called night. And even though it took billions of our years, in the 5th line of Genesis, it says that for God, the evening and the morning were the first day. Can you imagine that? Things I've been telling about here make up the first few sentences on the very first page. One of the things about the Bible is, as far back as 1995, it's the best-selling book of all time, with something like 5 billion copies sold and distributed worldwide. One reason the Bible has such a huge distribution is because of the great stories that are in it. Just think, the very first story about the very first day of creation took only 89 words to describe the indescribable. Why do you think there's so many preachers? Could it be that folks need a little help understanding stuff like what happened during the first 1.9 billion years while the universe was being created in just a single one of God's days? Well, with that in mind, what say we get back to the 6th line in what they call the good book? Please don't let some of these old-timey words get in your way. They all fit together somehow in the big picture. And God said, "Let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters." And God made the firmament, and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament. And it was so. And God called the firmament heaven, and the evening and the morning were the second day. You know, if it's delivered just so, this reads a lot like many of Rudyard Kipling's stories, like The Elephant's Child, and how the leopard got his spots, and how the whale got his throat, which was published way back in 1897. I guess that's why they call them the Just So stories. Until next time, improvise, adapt, overcome. Semper Fi.